Jason and Jabari. Jason and Jabari.
What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason and Jabari Gaming, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my thoughts on the whole boycott situation. I wanted to get this video out over the weekend, but I had some things come up, so I wasn't able to do so. And then after this video, I'll be finishing up my war videos. So you guys have something for it to be looking to. But anyway, this is not going to be like a Kabam bashing or Kabam praising, like on the far end of the spectrum either way. It's just going to be my honest thoughts and feelings toward this topic and situation, because I know there's a lot of different stances within the community. That being said, first and foremost, I wanted to start off by saying congratulations to Kabam for actually trying at this point. What I mean by trying is they did give the compensation for the raid rewards, but that was only a small part of the community that they did so, and those were the ones that participated in it. So to me, that makes sense. However, there should have been compensation for all of the many issues over the years that players have had to endure. But they've also changed, I believe, Act 5 and 6. I could be wrong about 6, but I think they changed Act 5 rewards, and players got that recently did that. Maybe Act 6 too. I'm not sure. Also, they recently did maintenance, the like 3+ hour maintenance, which in my opinion was a good thing. So I'm also going to have some suggestions for Kabam to hopefully listen to and maybe utilize, but we'll see. One thing that I would like to see Kabam utilize is the daily maintenance. Well, maybe not daily, but bi-weekly, I think, to monthly, 3+ hour maintenance, and that gives them some time to take the game down and fix a few things if they're able, which is what we actually want, right? I do want Kabam to succeed, so I think that doing the daily maintenance will stop a lot of the complaining about the various bugs where they may not necessarily have time at various points, but if they took the game down, then they could have a dedicated team working towards doing things like that. Actually, I should just probably put this on, we'll just do Realm of Legends, right? We will do that, so that way we'll just throw in a team, and that way that could be playing in the background for you guys so we don't time out. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think the daily maintenance needs to continue to happen, because I think that would be very beneficial to Kabam and to us as a player base. So one of the things that people were talking about was trust, and Kabam, you guys rightfully earned our distrust in you guys through various manipulation tactics, through various lies. You have earned us not blindly trusting you. You have to understand that. I don't think too many people would agree with, if you dealt with a compulsive liar, that you're going to just trust what they tell you moving forward, even if they apologize, because that ship honestly has sailed. So words have to form into action, and that's the only way that you start to regain trust. So that's the positive news, that there is a road to redemption, but it's going to be a journey. It's not going to be a one-off, and that's what you need to recognize. This whole hamster wheel game also entails the hamster wheel of you guys just waiting to the player base gets very angry and upset over everything building up, and then you guys just throwing, hey, here's some compensation, my bad, and then back to the same thing. That's not the hamster wheel we signed up to play. It's just not. You guys have done a remarkable job at this community largely is the free to play players, and then you have the pay to win players to some capacity, whether that be minnows, dolphins, whatever analogy you want to use of a sea creature, right? And we kind of see the game differently according to how we either spend or don't spend, and that's just pretty much it's been pay to win versus free to play. But Kabam managed to piss off everybody, all party members involved. So that's that double agent stuff. It's like you're not trying to please anybody at this point. You're playing every man for themselves, while we're that just doesn't work, especially when you have to have the player base in order to have a successful business, which you do understand. So that being said, I know that it's super tough to please everyone, and that just can't happen most of the time, if ever, right? So one of the things that I was thinking about personally is from a free to play stance, create some more ways that everybody can be included for some pretty good offers, right? The thing that comes to mind is the spring cleaning. At one point, you guys did it for gold. Use some in-game currency that isn't units, because that's monetization, right? We'll get into monetization because I have a list here. Shout out to Truth Comics. But yeah, bring that back. Surprise everyone. Stop always being money hungry and greedy. I mean, that is going to be your ultimate downfall if you can't see it already. You have to put everybody first, right? And then we support you. But if you're not putting us first, if even the loyal customers that are paying, such as myself, if you're not pulling our needs first, then we're gonna go somewhere else, or we're just gonna completely deter from spending entirely. I was listening to someone who was talking about this topic, and they said because of all the offers you guys are putting out, it deterred them from spending. And that's what you guys don't realize. You're gonna turn more people off from doing that than you're ever gonna attract people. When people realize, like, hey, this is in over my head, or it's no longer worth it because I'm not gaining what I thought I would from doing this ridiculous offer, then you're going to lose more people. You're not going to gain more people. You're going to lose more. And it's going to deter them from buying anything else, because then they're going to feel like, well, I can't keep up. Why am I doing this? Or if you're not addressing the needs that they've asked you to address in the first place, then they're definitely not going to do it, right? Because that doesn't make any sense. So, in my opinion, you need to revert the offers, and that could look like a couple of different things. But first, before we go into what that can look like, let's talk about some of the offers that you guys already have, right? There's and this was Truth Comics that helped me out on this one. He said there's over 20 available things to purchase in the web store at any given time, not including unit packs. Okay, there's cash offers, there's one-off, catalyst, sigs, etc. There's champions, right? The daily specials, okay, the weekly specials, okay, the daily cards, the passes, obviously there's the units, right? And then there's the level 60 plus package, right? There's Ascension Dust, Tier 1, Tier 2. There's General Revives and Potions. There's raid tickets. There's the Sigil, okay? There's offers for the unit offers, right? With that come with a couple of extra bonus packs, right? There's AQ and raids, pretty much all included single and team of multiple levels, right? There's that, okay? There's pots, right? There's revives, there's boosts, there's energy refills. These are all ways of monetizing the game. We're not done yet. There's incursions, okay? There's incursions pots, incursions revives. For AW, there's pots, there's boosts, there's class boosts, there's rainbow boosts, there's gray boosts, there's energy refills, right? And if you play high tier war, you know exactly what we're talking about, because those invulnerability boosts cost 375 units a pop, and you only get 7 for 12 wars. Does that make any sense to you? That's the cap, and that's if you have a sigil, by the way. If you don't, good luck. All right, let's continue. We're still on ways to monetize, guys, that they implement on a daily basis. Let's go to the quest, right? There's regular pots, there's regular revives, there's boosts for targeted chapters, right? You guys remember those random boosts for, I don't know if it was chapter 7 or 6 or whatever it was. I think it might have been 6 or something, where you got to do these regular use these boosts to enhance yourself and stuff like that, right? There's XP boosts, right, if you're not maxed out already. And of course, there's new XP boosts for the 60 plus, right? If you do certain things, there's ways to monetize that as well. Through like the daily completion, you can spend some units to double that and get some more XP and everything, right? There's victory shields, right? There's shuffles, there's elders marks, and this is in association with BGs. All right, there's mastery cores, right? Let's talk about masteries. There's stony, there's carb, and class, right? There's rank up mats. There's tier 4, tier 6B, tier 3A, tier 4B, tier 4C, rank up relics mats. There's tier 1B, tier 2B, tier 1C. All right, there's profile picks, 500 a pop, right? All right, there's crystals. There's new release. There's 1-star crystal release, 2 stars, right? There's grandmaster calves, various types. There's paragons. There's valiant. Okay, there's rank up mats. All right, there's gold. There's uncollected relics. There's throne breaker relics. There's formatting. It's just, there's over 36 ways. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. But that's just normal stuff, right? Then you add on to them automatically, well, it's not automatically, but to them constantly adding a new deal, like the Omega Days, right? And then they're putting it in every month, it seems like. A new champion that costs a ridiculous amount of money, right? So yeah, you guys can revert some of that. Make some of that stuff accessible through in-game means, to where you don't have to spend anything, and not units. Like I said, with the spring clean, to surprise everybody, man. Do it all for gold. Solid stuff. And surprise everybody for gold, because that would help the free-to-play. That would help every single player. Take some of those deals price tags down, because let's be honest, this is virtual stuff. You can absolutely take some of the price tags down, right? We started off at like what, a few $100s, and then it gradually increased every single time. Do the same type of rewards, but for less. Make it more accessible to more players, right? That's a way to revert. Take away some of those filler deals. Hey, maybe we did 36. Now this year we're only going to do 24. Okay? And make it known. Because that's the type of stuff that people are going to start praising you for if you start doing those things. Kabam. Okay? So, now that we've talked about a few ways, and those are just some ideas. If you guys have more, let me know in the comments below, right? And hopefully, again, Kabam reads this and they read the comments. All right, so now that that's taken care of, where I'm at personally, I don't think that everyone is on the same page. I don't think we can. When you say the word boycott, to me, it's a structured thing, right? I've been part of a union, right? So I understand that what a boycott entails. It entails a president. It entails some people under that president, right? And they're negotiating. We don't have that in this community, guys. We have various YouTubers that can speak to some of the masses, right? But to me, that's still, hey, this is how I'm feeling, so this is what we should do. It's more, if anything, it's more of a selfish nature type deal, because if they're satisfied, then it's fine, but if not, then we keep going until they, I don't think it's structured at the end of the day. I just don't, right? So for me personally, I do understand when people are saying, hey, the whales are spending and that's hurting our cause. And I agree, because money talks, right? I agree. And I have been in a position to where I have bought some deals because I thought Kabam, and I still think Kabam is trying, right? So I was like, cool, let me speak with my wallet. But that does hurt us as a community. So I said, okay, when Kabam starts putting more of these things that we're asking for into action, then I'll be cool to spend again, because I don't really want to let you guys down. I am pro player. I care about the player base. I care about people that are less fortunate. I always try to think about someone else over myself. I don't try to put myself first, right? I don't try to do that. But the reality is we all play this game at a different level. We all have different ideas, and I don't think we'll all ever be on one accord. But I do think that we can share a common goal. And that common goal is to get Kabam to hold a standard throughout this experience, right? For however long this game goes for, we all want Kabam to hold a certain standard. And the expectations have not been met. So there has to be repercussions, right? Absolutely on board with that. Now, to what degree? For me personally, again, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to observe, because I'm going to give Kabam the opportunity to make good. Okay, I'm going to give them an opportunity for redemption. Do I think they're there? Absolutely not. They still have a lot of things to fix, a lot of things to do, and no more empty promises, because whatever you tell me, I'm not going to believe anyway. Okay, I'm not going to believe it anyway. I'm just going to see if you're going to do it. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for action. We're not looking for words, Kabam. Okay, so the more they start to do that, and if they implement some of this reverting on these deals and stuff like that, whether they actually take the price tag down or take them away, or make it to where it's successful to everyone for no actual monetization through traditional means, right? Like gold or whatever that, maybe we could do crystals again, right? Get rid of some of your crystals and we get these amazing rewards, not those crap rewards, but really substantial rewards depending upon your progression level. That is a big time move that no one would expect, that a lot of people would appreciate. And I'm not talking like subpar rewards. I'm talking real good stuff, real solid stuff. So that's where I'm at personally with this whole debacle. I personally, at this point in time, I am not going to spend any more until I see some more stuff happening towards helping the players out, upholding your set of standards that you should have already had, changing some of these bug issues, and not just waiting several months to do it. Like we want that yesterday, right? And I understand these things take time, but another thing that you can do is you can stop taking the money that we're investing in this company and using it for other projects. Kabam Crash mentioned like 3 different layoffs. Why are we having layoffs when we're pouring all this money into your company? You could then take that money and employ people to deal with these things. Okay? No one's stupid. You can do that if you so choose. And you should do that because this is the game we're investing in. We don't give a damn about your other projects. Get some other funding money for those projects. Stop using this money. And that would solve some of the problems. Maybe not all the issues, but it would definitely solve some of the problems. You got to also stop surrounding yourself in an echo chamber, because whoever is telling you guys the direction you're going is a good idea for this many years, they're not being honest. Either they're company men or they're just not paying attention to the real life player base. Because an overwhelming amount of individuals are telling you this is not the way. And yet you constantly went down this road. Get rid of people that are going to tell you what you want to hear. Start listening to people that are going to tell you what's going to be best for you. That's the difference in someone who'll give you what you want and someone who'll give you what you need. It's a difference. Stop accepting the candy all the time and get the damn vegetables. I know that doesn't taste good, but guess what? It's better for you. Understand that analogy, Kabam. Understand that. But anyway, so that's where I'm at, guys. Right now, I don't even have the sigil active. I canceled that for now, right? And again, when I see that Kabam is doing more and more, then that's going to incentivize me personally to want to reopen my wallet. But I can't speak for the community. There's no way to do that. I want you guys to know that I am on your side on this. I do want Kabam to succeed, so I'm on their side as well. But I care about each and every one of you guys as players. And I don't want you to feel like I only care about myself, because I've seen some people getting, the third degree because people feel like they only care about themselves, and that is not something that I want for you guys to think on my own behalf, right? I do care about the player base, and this is the only way that I think that this can go forward. I don't think that us trying to unify and saying, hey, you need to go left, or hey, you need to go right, I think that's everyone's own interpretation of how they want to approach this, because there is no structured element to this, in my opinion. There just isn't. Okay, I think the vast majority agree that there has to be a change made, and if we are trying to achieve that, then I think we have to do certain things. But at the end of the day, everyone's going to play this game the way that they want to play this game. We have to be real about it. So if we're telling Kabam, hey, here's a couple of ways that you guys can do some things to change, and then they start trying to change those things, then that's all we can honestly ask for, in my opinion. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. The only thing I ever ask is that you be respectful. I always try to be respectful to you guys. I only ask the same in return. So, like and subscribe. Continue to help us grow. Like I said, I'll get right on those war videos for you guys. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.